beginning is not easy.
Yeah.
I built the houses and I took over 4 months minus bringing the goats. But when you start, things move on smoothly. This is not the house I started with. I think I'll show you the house I started with.
Have quite many structures. I can see many around us.
Yeah, because now whichever we produce, that is a profit, and you have to give it a section.
How many do we have on this farm?
This farm is around 1,500.
This is the biggest farm?
Yeah, because the other places is not my land.
Okay.
So I rent the land and then I put the animals.
Oh.
So that's also actually another idea that I would advise people to take on.
In case someone doesn't have enough capital to start, you can start renting land.
Rent the land. Renting actually is much cheaper. In our place here, the prices have gone high. Because renting an acre here, it takes 200,000 per year.
Per year.
Yes, which
that's
is also
like $60.
Yeah, that's like $60. So if you rent it, I can't advise you to rent for 1 year. You need to rent for 5 years, because the moment you start installing, putting a lot of things on your farm, the owner might say, you rented for 1 year and now I want to use my land. So if you're renting, rent 5 years. Even if he wants to change, the law cannot allow him to change before that time. And by the time you reach 5 years, you've already got your profits. Actually, you break even in goats in 2 years. You already have your profits. You're ready to take off the money somewhere, or you stay with your money, or you reinvest in it. In a period of 5 years, you'll buy that owner of the land.
In 5 years, you've started renting the space. In 5 years,
you will buy the owner, because you will know the style of managing the animals. Because this farm is now 5 years. It made 5 years in August, but I've been able to pull out over 600 millions to make a cafe.
I must say,
you're
doing an incredible job.
Thank you so much.
I walked around the farm,
yes,
and I could see wealth. Of recent, I've been visiting several farmers in different spaces.
Yes.
And I'm telling you, my mind is opening up. I'm one of those people, young people, who are despising farming.
The young people out there, if they decide to do farming, let them do it commercial. Because this is a very good project. I want you, like you're an experienced person, I see you travel a lot. I want you to search for the rich people and find out what is the percentage of the rich people that don't have farms. Most of them have farms.
Yes, that's
true. How about you and me? The moment you'll get tired of eating, that's when you say farming is a wrong business.
Yes.
And this is the only business as per now in Uganda that can help you get a bulk money at a go. Because if I say that let me sell all of these, I can easily get 100 millions, or I can get 200 millions at a go. Young people, this is the way forward. And my best wish is to see every person graduating at least with 10 goats.
You know why young people get discouraged to venture into farming? Because most farmers, they see, look to be broke. Why is it that most farmers we know look broke? Are they just pretending?
No, the truth is, you know, farming has been for those that failed. It has been for the old, and it has been for the failed people and uneducated people. You get it? After we, the new blood coming up into this business, we have been able to put it into technology. Like what you're doing is very good, because people are getting more information.
Exactly.
That has helped us also to go into massive business. We have showed them our progress from 0 to 10. So if I have over 100 goats or 200 goats, let's say 100. If 100 goats of pure, I own 250 millions. Every young man would like to have such.
Yeah, that's right.
Don't get very good. You see? Can I hug you? Even taller than you, hug me, no problem. It's very friendly. Hello.
Now, in your journey of starting,
yes,
are there any challenges you faced?
Yeah, you know, when you're dealing with life, you again get challenges. You see these people who build hospitals. They build the hospitals and they put mortuaries. Why? Do you think they want people to die? No, of course
It
not.
won't be a success story already. Hello YouTube, welcome yet to another amazing video, and today I'm here with the biggest goat farmer in Uganda. I believe you are the biggest goat farmer, right?
Could be, I don't know, because there is more others that you maybe don't know.
You know why I say that?
Yes.
Many farmers I've talked to know you.
Yes.
Some of them have started goat farming through your videos.
Yes.
You are really doing an amazing job inspiring Ugandans and people outside of Uganda.
Yes.
How are you doing, my brother?
I'm doing well.
Welcome to the channel.
Thank you so much.
I'm so happy meeting you finally.
I'm also happy to host you here.
Yes.
And
yes.
you're also doing a great job showing people what exactly they could invest in and make their living. Yes.
Wow.
My name is Semanda Hamiisi. A goat farmer, a former vet, but now I'm really doing a great job here in farming. And now I'm a very good farmer. So my farm is in Kayunga district, Garilaya sub-county, and a place called Banda Village.
Banda Village.
Yeah, I'm on the landing site. Actually, we do have a lot of fish.
Wow.
And we have a lot of fishmongers around me.
Oh. Is this Lake Choga?
No, this is River Nile, and when you connect like maybe 10 minutes away, if you're using a boat, you'll be in Choga. And very soon I'll call you to open up that new project of boat cruise, horse riding, because that's where I'm going.
This is interesting, guys.
Yes.
Actually, we don't have such activities here in Kayunga.
Yeah.
Wow, that's interesting. So how far is this farm from Kampala city?
Actually, we are 134 kilometers from Kampala. Yeah. From Kayunga, it is 65 kilometers. 65 kilometers. We are not far away because this is central. We are in central Uganda. So when you cross and go to the other side, that is eastern Uganda. Okay. So when you go across Choga, then you go to northern Uganda. Northern. Yes.
Uganda.
Yep.
So in the intro, you said you were a former vet. Yep. Do you still practice that?
No, I'm not practicing. I only practice on my farm. But also I trained my people. I have a vet here who also stays here. So it's the one that is practicing. Unless there is something which is challenging, that's when I come in. But very soon, I'm going to again start doing breeding. I want to start doing artificial insemination of these goats and then even cows, because I see there is also another reluctance in that kind of line. So in Uganda, what I discovered, if you don't push something to the end, it just hangs up in the middle there. So also I want to again go back and start doing artificial insemination for a goat and even for a cows. I used to work in Zimbabwe as a vet, but basically I went there to do artificial insemination, but my boss discovered my potential. He put me in, there was a goat pilot project that was running in Zimbabwe. Its vision was creating a critical mass of goats, hybrid goats in Zimbabwe, so the country can start exporting. So we were among the team that were giving treatment, were giving supervision. So that's where I got the inspiration from, because we were not looking at what did you study, how can you do this, but the criteria we used. Do you have land? Yes. How many acres do you have? This kind of acres. So if a person had over 150 acres, he was qualifying to get up to 500 goats.
Wow. Free of charge?
Free of charge, even with males imported from South Africa. So that's what we were doing. We used to give people goats. People used to really manage goats very well. They continued multiplying more and more. So we could go for evaluation. We gave you, let's say, 100 goats 2 years ago. How many do you have? They could tell us how many they have, what have they done, how many have they sold. During my assessment, I found out that these guys were making a lot of money, because there is one guy who gave him over 100 goats. We went back and the guy was owning over 700 live goats. 700 just within
in a span
2 years.
Of 2 years.
Yes. And then we asked him, how many have you so far sold? He was talking about 300, 400, you know. And the guy was, when we went into calculations, the guy was talking about he has so far made a valley dam, he has bought a new land, you know, he has a car, kids are at school. But actually when you look at, he told us that he sold over 400 at 300,000. That is how much money
Per goat.
per goat.
That's 120 million?
That's 120 millions. A farmer who can't write his name. So we
Guys,
the
in a period of
supervisors- 2 years.
2 years.
Yes. Actually, those people who knows Zimbabwe, they will ask them about Hamiisi. They know me very well. They know where I used to operate from and everything. So that really touched my heart because I looked at the guy. He didn't know anything, like even signing, he didn't know. But he's able to make 120 millions.
Wow.
And we, the inspectors of the project,
You're
I
making
can't
less.
even own 10 millions on my account. Actually, that's touched me. And I challenged my mind that I can be a farmer. Because whatever problem they could get, it would be me or my friend to go and solve the problem.
Wow.
So I said, no, let me go into goat farming. I think I can as well survive. Because I was getting inspired from my clients again. So that's how my mind started thinking. So I started collecting some money on my Saturday. Then I got, there were around 7 millions. I came and I paid for a 5 acres I started with. Then I bought another 5 acres. The first acres, I bought it at 1.5. Then the second acres, 5, I bought them at 2 millions.
1.5?
Yes.
An acre of land?
Yeah, and that is around now 7 years ago.
Currently, how much is an acre here?
It's 5 millions because I just bought over 40. And
Nice.
it's now 5 years.
Come
Sorry,
and buy
5
land.
millions.
Come and buy land here. Land is still affordable here.
Yes. So actually, that's how I accumulated the land. Right now, I've gone into 60 acres.
Wow. So
But-
we are sitting on 60 acres
60
right now.
acres, yes. But that is out of goats. It's no longer my money. Me, I'm just a manager of the project's money.
Wow.
Yeah. So I manage the project's money, then I give it direction. So that is how good goat farming is. So that's where I got the inspiration, bro. Because I knew what I wanted. I knew the breed I wanted. So when I started buying land here, I also started buying goats in Zimbabwe in my clients.
Oh, I thought you also benefited from the project
The project
of
wouldn't
giving
allow
out
us.
free goats.
It wouldn't allow us, and the project was giving out locals. And me, I didn't want locals. So I had to buy the improved ones from them. And then I bought the improved ones from them at around 400,000. I was collecting, per goat. I was collecting slowly by slowly. Then when I made, I think they were around 70, they were also producing. So when I saw that I had already 100 goats with 2 males, I shifted. I said, let me send my goats to the farm. So finally, I felt I have to leave the job because the job really wanted me 24/7.
It was so demanding.
It was so demanding because we could work the whole district. So what I did, I shifted and said, sir, let me leave the job. I go and work. And I had, I think, around 5 millions on my account. But I was thinking that I'll still be going to treat for other people so that I get a survival.
Yes, yes.
You get it? You know, leaving a job, it's scary.
Yeah, that's right.
But the confidence I had was those people that have never gone to school have this.
They will
How
need my
about us?
expertise.
Yes. So that is how I decided and I shifted and I came here. Maybe some other thing, people have gone into goat farming right now is because of me. That's why they called me the grandfather of goats in the country.
Exactly.
Why? When you look at on my channel, is one of the channels that started giving out free information.
I was coming to that point that what drives you to provide this free knowledge?
Actually, the truth is, what I wanted is what I'm doing right now. I discovered, because my intention was having more goats and export them and do a lot of things. But I discovered that I cannot manage to export goats in big quantity if I'm alone. And I knew the farmers' challenge, because they used to call me, this is our problem, this is our problem, this is our problem. So the problems were many, but they needed answer. And one person cannot give answer to the whole world. So what I decided to do is to open up a YouTube channel. Whichever development I make, I put it on the channel. So that even if you don't know me, you can go on the channel, then you solve your problem.
Exactly.
You get it? So that's how I came up with that channel. I didn't even know that even YouTube pays. But every month, at least they give me 2 million. Yes, that is also another income.
That's another way, guys,
that I'm not looking at.
Exactly.
You get it? So that's how, but that YouTube has been very helpful. It has given people a lot of knowledge. Now even the mortalities of the animals has scaled down. It has been able to show people the vaccines, even the companies, how they can bring in new vaccines because people are demanding for them.
Wow.
So actually that's how we have been able to give the information. That information has developed to those people. They have understood it. Now even if somebody doesn't know me, he will definitely follow me and do what I do.
Interesting.
Yes.
You talked of exporting, that you wanted to be exporting in big numbers.
Yeah.
Do you currently export?
No, I'm not. I'm not exporting. Why? Because the number I don't have only this farm. I have this farm and I have another farm somewhere. I have around 4 farms, and in total I have
about
goats.
Wow.
Basically.
Okay.
That's what I told you, that I have to specialize. So I have around 3,000 animals.
3,000.
But the contracts I get, they want 1,000 per week. The recent contract I got from the Kenyan guy told me he needs 750 goats.
Wow.
Per week. And there is my friend who told me he has a contract of 2 tons per week.
So you need to scale up.
I need to scale up, but I can't do it alone. I need you people on board. Because if we get a contract, let's say 5 tons a week, I can tell you, Hamiisi, I'm going to provide you with 100 kilos. How many do you have? Some other person and some other person. So that we come up together. It does not give us headache, and it simplifies our work. That's why we are giving all this information. And it's very hard. You should tell these viewers to start exporting that meat when you are alone. Let me tell you one thing, for example. Not all good animals produce good quality animals. But there is those that are not good. I thought about it and said, how do I do? Because I wouldn't sell it to people. I opened up one of the markets. I did, I have a goat roasting point. It's called Ham Garden Cafe and Grill.
Where do we find that?
That is in Kayunga town.
Kayunga?
Yes.
You have to open a branch in Kampala.
Please, I will do that.
Entebbe, Mbarara.
And actually, that is in my dream.
Yes.
But I will not do it alone. I will need you to come on board. If you come from Barara, I will give you the skill and the people that helped me to open up that outlet. They do the same to you. You also be a farmer that way that has a grill. Do you know how much money I get from there? Just for example, a goat may be like that or this. A goat that can give me 20 kilos of meat. Me, you eat a kilo of goat's meat at 10,000.
10,000?
Yes. No. A quarter.
A quarter, okay, yeah.
A quarter is 10,000. A kilo is 40,000.
Already grilled.
Already grilled at 10,000. So I'm getting each kilo, I'm getting 40,000 out of 40,000. So if my goat is 6 months and it has given me 20 kilos, that is 800,000. So if I slaughter one goat per day, in a month, I'll be having over maybe 20 something millions as a monthly pay.
20.
So I can't go back into service that I'm looking for.
Wow.
You get
this is so inspiring. When you start talking about figures, money.
Yeah.
my brain starts getting confused. Please continue.
So I made that outlet,
Yeah.
but it has as well challenged me because I collected the bad males that I was thinking doesn't have very good features. You know, the growth rate is not that good. So I collected them. I put them in one of my farms. So I fattened them, and I was slaughtering them. But by the time the cafe made 6 months, all the 400 goats were gone. So right now, I'm looking at my other outgrowers because I've made more outgrowers as my target. So now they give me their castrates, they give me those that they know this is not producing, this is not what, and I'm putting them at the cafe. So do you see the market that we have? Even myself, I'm failing to supply myself.
Exactly. The
You get
demand
it?
is so high.
It's so high. That is one person. Now Sarah made an outlet in Muyenga, packing meat and selling.
In Munyonyo?
In Munyonyo.
Yes.
So the person who would supply me, she's also supplying herself. I have more other people that are coming up, but that is a happiness for me. Why? Because some people tell people to go and do a project. Then at the end of it all, they don't know where to take the product. People have done passion fruits, people have done tomatoes, people have done peppers, a lot of things. And the end of it all, you hear them complaining where the guy who was taking our products is no longer there, those kind of stuff. This is not the case with the animals.
It's
It
a
has a
different
plan
story.
B. It's a different story because it's food. If we give you 100 peppers, can you eat the 100 peppers?
No.
So that means you only need a little, and with that market. If that market is not there, you're gone. So that means this project is not like those kind of projects. That's why me, when I thought about it, I worked on it very well. I made an outlet. Then I encourage more people to make more other outlets. Those places you see in town, the restaurants and so on, they are supposed to be for farmers. Farmers, those are our jobs. Those are our jobs that we are supposed to do.
Exactly.
Outlets, supplying of the meat to the supermarkets is supposed to be all our work. Then also exporting of the meat is supposed to be a farmer's work. So because we are weak, we are handing over our work to other business people. You get it? So that is where we go wrong. But the market is too ready, the market is too big, you get, and we shall reach a point whereby we don't have animals. We shall be forced even to slaughter the hybrids. And of which I don't advise you to. But because of the scarcity, we shall find ourselves slaughtering them.
Interesting, my brother.
Do you see? This is a female.
Many rich people don't want to show their successes. What is so different about you?
Me, I'm not rich, first of all.
I saw in one of the videos you were like, we the poor people.
Yes,
My brother,
yeah.
you're not poor.
Yeah. I'm not rich, but I can tell you I'm not bad off, but I'm not rich. But the fact is, if you're getting the money in a right way, in a straight line, it is very easy for you to tell people, this is how I made my money. And that inspiration will help a person who had that fear, that getting off the job, that is the death of me and my family. So if people come up and tell the success stories, which is visible, I don't want to be an inspirational speaker who said, I have this, and when you look at himself, he cannot even help himself. But he's telling you, if you do this, you can make this. We need to change the story. That if I'm inspiring you to be rich, I have to be rich first.
Exactly.
Then I can inspire you. I don't want to be like a book, or I don't want to be like a signpost. It is showing you that that side there is wealth, but it can't go there. You get it? I want to first reach there,
Yes.
then I call you back. You guys come.
It's true, there is
It's
wealth
true,
here.
there is wealth. When you can even look at me and see that I'm really happy. I look happy, but I'm not where I want to be. So that is it. Me, I'm not rich. I'm a poor man, but I can tell you how you can make money and be at the poverty of my level. Yes.
Interesting.
Yes.
So, I can see you have different goat pens.
Yes.
What breeds do you have? And what are the most profitable breeds?
Yeah, actually, I have different flocks. The reason why I have different flocks, one, because I'm making profit. You can't have many flocks when you don't make profits. The business of goat farming is not what you're buying. Let's say you come and buy 10 goats from me. That is not the business. But the business is what those animals are producing. And when we produce those animals, they cannot stay in their main flock because there is what we call inbreeding. Inbreeding is not good for animals.
Exactly.
So what we do, whatever we produce, we separate, make another flock. Either one for the male and one for the female. Because we don't want them to breed itself, sister and a daughter, a sister and a brother. And we don't again want them to be bred by a father. And we don't want a kid to produce in the mother. You get it? So that's why when you have one flock today, after 1.5 years, you need to have other 2, which shows you your profit. You get it?
Yes.
Whatever you put in these 2 flocks, it is a profit. We have different breeds. I said Boers, we have Savannas, and we have some Kalaharis. So one section of a Savannah is supposed to produce extra 2 houses, the female winners and the male winners. Then another section of Boers also is supposed to have 2 sections, the male winners and the female winners. Then we also have the males alone, and we also have the quarantine, where we do pre-shipping treatment and observation. Then also, when you take it to your farm, you also have to put it in the quarantine. So we have all those flocks here. So here we have around 8 flocks. 8 flocks. And a farmer who starts, don't think about having 8 flocks. No. When you're begin with 1. After 1.5 years, you will be forced to have another 2, which are your profits. And it does not even affect you because you're making profits. The reason why we do business, we need profits. You started goats because you wanted to do profits. You already have it. Prepare where they are going. So those are the breeds that we have. I will not say that this is the most profitable. Maybe when I compare this to the locals. But what I have seen with these goats, the Boers, Savannas, and Kalaharis, they are almost the same animals. They have the same growth rate, same maturity weight. They are all resistant to the diseases. They go under the same management. So they are almost the same, but they are not the same as the locals. The difference between our
Do you have
goats,
some locals?
Yeah, I have some few.
How many?
I think around 100 or 200.
Okay.
Yeah. So the 200 or 100, I leave them for people to learn on them.
Yeah.
We compare the one that is fully grown and we compare it with a fully grown hybrid. Somebody gets the difference and that helps them to understand why you would go for hybrid.
And make an informed decision.
Yeah, an informed decision. So that's the reason why I have even locals. But that flock, I don't want to look there so much because I know there is no money. I will take over 4-5 years without getting profits.
These ones you take only 1.5 years.
1.5 years. Look at this goat. This goat could be around 2 years.
This one with the red tag.
The red tag. So that's 2.5 million. Wow. If you don't have it, you can't take it. So
2.5.
2.5. So it's now going to give me, I think, like 2 kids. And the 2 kids, that's around 5 million. If it's a male, if it gives me 2 males, that is 6 million.
Each male is 3 million.
Yes.
Wow.
So that is how farmers do our things.
Wow.
So basically, those are some of the things I would like the viewers to understand. Those that are thinking about starting goat farming. They need to know the breed they are dealing with and the reason why. They need to do the feeds that they have to give to the animals. Then finally, they have to do their own management. Because it's one of the reasons that is really putting them down. They invest very well because they have the money, they have the land, and they don't mind a lot about the management. And that is one of the problems of this.
Interesting.
Yes.
Now, in your journey of starting,
Yes.
are there any challenges you faced?
Yeah, you know, when you're dealing with life, you again get challenges. You see these people who build hospitals. They build the hospitals and they put mortuaries. Why? Do you think they want people to die? No, of course not.
It won't be a success story already.
So sometimes we
That's funny, by the way.
Yeah.
They build a hospital to treat people.
And they can't allow you to open it without a mortuary.
Oh my God. Guys, think about that. A hospital is for treating people.
Yes.
But again, they have to put a mortuary.
And actually wishing them the best. And when you go to the mosque, there is something where they always carry the dead bodies in.
Yeah. Is it called sanda?
It's not sanda. I'm forgetting the name, but we have it in mosques where we can carry the dead people. Do you think those people of God, they really want people to die?
No.
But they get prepared
It's a fact of life.
it's a fact of life. So also in these animals, there is some death, but minimized. So me, I've not experienced a lot of death because I knew what to do. I know what God wants, because I see a lot of people spending money. Like a person is starting to think of goat farming, is thinking about raise the house. He spends over 50 millions. By the time he reaches the time of stocking, the guy only has 5 millions to stock
remaining.
And the stock you have is what makes money for you. Now you invested in the house. Who is going to buy your house?
No one.
The truth is, I've sold animals which are worth billions of money, but I've never sold any house of the gods. People just look at it, they laugh, say it's a good house, simple house. But no one has ever told me, I want to buy your house. So that means I have to have more animals.
Exactly.
I have to invest in animals. So, dear viewers, never think about spending more money on the house.
The structures.
Structures, no one is going to buy it. The structure is supposed to be simple but technical.